driving his Hyundai Genesis in Canada when the driver of a BMW made an illegal U-turn in front of him. The right front corner of the Hyundai was damaged and parts got jammed inside the wheel well, making it undrivable. Unfortunately, Cooper was on a road trip at the time and was over 800 miles from his home. The responding police officer gave him a ride to the nearest police station so he could hire a taxi to take him to an Airbnb. The next morning, he got a rental car and was able to continue his trip. The repair bill was 18,000 Canadian dollars, over 14,000 US dollars, and repairs took almost 4 months to complete. The other driver's insurance company covered the cost of the repair bill and the rental car. That's why they say, never make illegal U-turns. Dave was driving along just fine when a Mercedes-Benz cut across traffic. Dave tried to slam his brakes in the last minute, but so did the driver of the Mercedes. He hit its right rear wheel. He said the Mercedes wasn't going to be a problem until it started stopping in his lane. Until then, he thought the driver was making a left turn into the lane next to him. The passenger in the Benz was shaken up, but she didn't need to be taken to the hospital, even though she did file an insurance claim for neck injury. David was alone in the truck, but he had his dash cam as a witness to the accident. The police gave the other driver a ticket at the scene, but David later got called into court because she decided to fight her ticket. She produced David's dash cam footage that she did stop at the stop sign. The judge agreed that she stopped, but added then you directly pulled into traffic and her ticket was not dismissed. David's insurance company wanted to total his truck, so he decided not to proceed with the claim and fixed the truck himself. Just as Jeremy was pulling away at a green light, another car ran their red light. Jeremy managed to slam his brake just in time. Daniel was driving his Honda Accord in New York City when the driver of a Toyota, which was double parked, suddenly made an illegal U-turn. Daniel tried braking and swerving, but it was too late. Daniel had to go to the hospital because of the pain in his chest and left shoulder, but he has made a full recovery since then. The other driver was found to be at fault, and his insurance provider covered the 10,000 US dollar bill to repair Daniel's Honda. Sloane was driving her vintage Land Rover in the rain when the car in the oncoming lane started driving in the median, heading straight for her. Unfortunately, there was another car on her right, so Sloane had nowhere to go except straight ahead. She continued forward, hoping for the best. Fortunately, her decision paid off. Hold on, the story doesn't end here. Flew directly in front of her was an F-16C Fighting Falcon from the 177th Fighter Wing of the Jersey Devils, landing at the Atlantic City International Airport. Aiden was on his way to go hiking with some friends in California when a big dump truck came down the I-680 off-ramp and proceeded to flip over. Jaden apologizes for the poor video quality. The file got corrupted when he tried to copy the video from his dashcam. He spent hours recovering bits and pieces and patching them together for the police. The truck driver claimed that the brakes had failed and he wasn't able to slow down. The driver had a few cuts and scratches from the accident that were treated by the emergency responders. He said he was more worried about what his boss would say than his injuries. This Samir was driving in India with his mom and the traffic was at a standstill. Suddenly, the trunk of the car in front of them popped open. The Samir honked to get the attention of the driver in front of him, but this didn't work. Just as the mother was about to get off the car to close it for them, the driver of the other car jumped out and went to the back of the car. He opened the trunk where a man was sleeping. They had a quick chat and apparently the guy asked what the commotion was about before going back to sleep. The Samir stopped honking and he and his mom sat there in shock before they started laughing at what just had happened. Steven was driving his 2017 Ford Escape in Minnesota when he noticed an oncoming vehicle with its headlights pointed towards him in his lane. He quickly realized they were spinning out of control and heading into the ditch. Steven slammed on his brakes and stopped to make sure they were safe. He says, "Thank God for good tires." Apparently, the other driver did not have good tires. The driver and the passenger were fine and actually laughing about the situation. They came within 2 feet of hitting a tree. Steven waited with his hazard lights on until the tow truck arrived to pull the other car out of the ditch. The vehicle wasn't damaged, although the driver's pride might have been. According to YouTube, only 16% of the people who watch our videos are actually subscribers. If you like our content, please consider subscribing. It would mean the world to us. Peter was driving home from a bike ride when it suddenly got really windy. A tree branch decided to attack his car and the bicycle attached onto his roof rack, causing it to fall off and bounce down the road. State police responded to the scene to make a report after it also hit the BMW M3 in front of Peter. He also filed a claim with his insurance provider. The insurance company didn't care to see the police report or the dashcam footage and paid out $2,000 under his comprehensive coverage. Shortly after the incident, his bicycle's forks cracked, but he isn't sure if this was caused by the incident from the branch or by something else. Did he not notice that he crashed his bicycle into a wall? Mandy was driving when traffic in the left lane came to a complete stop. The driver of a silver Honda Civic couldn't stop in time, so it swerved into the median. As this happens, we can hear Mandy say, "Nice." At that same moment, the Kia to her left rear-ended the Honda in front of it. Mandy says the driver of the Kia was just distracted because he took away too long to react. Mandy stopped and gave both parties a copy of the video. Thankfully, there were no injuries as the police took over an hour to arrive. The parents of the girl in the beige Civic arrived a few minutes after the crash and were very thankful for the video. It was a rainy morning and Jackson was driving his Mercedes EMG C43 down a mountain on a road famously enjoyed by Hong Kong car enthusiasts. A few supercars suddenly appeared in his rearview mirror and he heard them downshifting. Jackson decided to pick up some speed so he wouldn't be blocking their way and ruining their Sunday morning drive. On his way down, he encountered a really bumpy corner and the rear of his car lost traction. Luckily, he managed to stop his car from spinning and got it back under control. Jackson says he was lucky there were no cars in the oncoming lane. It would have been so embarrassing to spin out of control in front of supercars.